Well, hi, this is Sam, in case you didn't know, and welcome to another episode of RetroSam's wardrobe. This is the first part in which we will take a look at pieces from my wardrobe that I use mainly for the winter season. The first thing we're gonna take a look at is this wonderful tie that is actually from the 1950s, probably early 1950s. I like it a lot nonetheless, because I really like the um, pattern on it, because the colors and just how it is just reminds me so much of winter. You have this type of blue that really reminds me of the cold winter days, and then you have this more light blue combined with the white that just reminds me of snow falling and being a little bit stormy outside. And then you have these red leaves on it that kind of reminds me of late autumn when the leaves are falling and they have fully changed their colors and the snow is coming and everything. So this tie is really something I use mainly when it's the winter season, and that's why probably you haven't seen me wear it quite a lot, just because this one is one of the few ties that I have that is really more used for a specific season. But yeah, so that's the tie. Let's move on. And of course, during winter, it's always good to have a pair of gloves. I mainly use these. These are leather gloves that are lined and they're in a very nice dark brown tone. And now I thought we would take a look at this swell early 1940s American-made suit. This is a very warm and comfortable suit to wear during the colder days, and I really like the cut and fabric of this suit. And I do really like this jacket being double-breasted and with these peak lapels. And I do really like combining this suit with my mid-1930s black overcoat, which we're also going to take a look at, but a little later in the video, because now I want to show a close-up of the tags in this suit jacket. So here you have the tag of the fabric of the suit, and now let's take a look at there you go. This is I do not remember how it was, because I did ask about why there is two, it's both New York and Chicago. If I remember correctly, somebody said that this store existed both in New York and Chicago. That's why it says both of them. But I do really like these old tags, because they are very, very nicely made, and they just have such a nice style to them as well. And while we're close, you can also see the fabric better of this suit. I really like this fabric. You can see it has lines of white and red in it, so, or yeah, a rust red, or yeah, something like that. But it's a very nice fabric, and it comes off maybe a little bit yellow because I have the light on. But yeah, I'm trying my best here so you get an idea of how the fabric looks close up. But anyway, let's take a look at the trousers now. Alright, so here we have the trousers. As I said, this is an early 1940s suit, and I always say that, oh, this is my favorite suit to wear, but this is among the top ones of my favorite suits to wear, and I do really like these trousers. They're very comfortable. I really like the cut of them. So it has a wide leg, not super wide. If I could compare, if you do remember my 1944 Swedish-made green gray suit, it's actually a little bit wider, but I really like this cut. It's just the perfect balance of everything. So this is the width of the trouser, perfect in my mind. And of course you have pretty wide turn-ups, which is very nice. And of course this trouser has a high waist, which also is very nice. This trouser is just very well balanced all around. So high waist, you have double front pleats, and you also have belt loops if you want to use a belt. I do use it sometimes, but I mainly use suspenders. I use these gray ones by Chester Cordite that are in a 1940 style. Alright, so that was the early 1940s American-made gray suit. Now I'm just gonna organize here a little bit, so give me a moment, and then we're gonna take a look at the overcoat. Alright, so here we have the absolutely wonderful mid-1930s black overcoat by Harrods in London. As you can see, it's double-breasted with peak lapels. And these are very wide peak lapels. I really like this kind of cut to an overcoat, and I really like the whole style of it. Even though it's big lapels, there is quite a bit of shoulder padding. It's just very well proportional. That was a hard word to say as a Swedish person, but anyway, you get what I mean. And this one is in very thick wool, and it certainly keeps you warm during winter. I tend to use this overcoat with the gray suit that we just looked at. I just think that they fit so well together. And I'm gonna try and move a little bit, so hopefully you can get a little better view of the overcoat. It's pretty long, so it's hard to get it all in the camera. But yeah, I really like this overcoat because I do have another one which we're gonna look at in another episode. But I really wanted a overcoat in this particular style, so I had been looking for one for a while. So I was very glad when I was able to get this one. But now I want to show a closer look. I want us to take a closer look at the labels in this overcoat. All right, so here you have the labels of Harrods in London. I like these labels, as I always say. They are just well made and has a very nice style to them all the time. And here is the fabric label. There we go. As I said, nice label as well. And there's not much more to say. This is a very well-made overcoat, and it probably will last many, many more years to come, despite being from the mid-1930s. All right, so that's about it for today. If you do have any questions regarding the items we looked at today, feel free to leave them in the comment field below. Thank you for watching this video. Until next time, stay safe and well. Well, bummer, this video has already ended. But guess what? There's a huge selection of different videos on my YouTube channel. Why don't you go check them out? If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new here. In the description below, you will find a link to my Instagram page. You will find a link to my Patreon page if you want to support me and my content so I can continue doing what I do. There is also a link to my Buy Me a Coffee profile. Thanks for watching this video. Stay safe and well.